I needed a chassis for a Hudson. This is a Hudson I built for my wife some years ago, and it's having some problems, and we're going to work on that, but not today. What I have, and it was here a minute ago, was an empty, oh, it's right in front of me. Sorry. I have an old Hudson chassis, and I have an old Hudson engine that's going to get a body soon. But this Hudson was a reverse and boiler chassis. So it's going to need the royal blue treatment, right, with the machining and all that stuff inside it. So I thought, I don't have a chassis for this. Why don't I give it the royal blue chassis, which came out pretty darn nice. And as you guys may recall, it houses all of the stuff I need. The only problem I had was I had to move this board up, not that much, and I'm hoping I've got it okay. I had clearance here, so I moved this up and I moved this up a little bit, and I cut off the skirt. I almost left it on, and I can put it back on, but I just thought, let's keep it more original. I don't know that the skirt would really do anything for it. I need to make some rear steps, but that's not a problem. I almost put the skirt on, but I didn't. You guys can talk to me about that if you have an opinion. But I wanted to illustrate to you the beauty of CAD and CAM and what we've been able to achieve as we build the two upper and lower levels of this guy, right? This guy, right? That tender. I'm now printing my Hudson tender chassis. It's first cut. But the beauty is, I took these plates here, off of my CAD file for the Corvette Royal Blue. This piece, this design, that's its design, and then I took the measurements of this cavity, and I just did some rough math. I need to cut this, I need to cut that, and I cut it down, squeezed it in, not that much. It was only like a 1.5 millimeters here, and then maybe 3 or 4 millimeters on the length. And then I had to move the bolt pattern in quite a bit, because these bolts, as you can see, they're not in the corners, they're out in the middle. So, okay, I'll accommodate, and I moved the bolt holes in. I moved the board down, so you can see it's a little closer to these mounting holes. It would mount up here. It's a little closer. Oh, don't look at that one. These have been moved. It's closer to those mounting holes. All the other stuff stays the same. So the beauty is the adapter for the power distribution board and the adapter for the motor control drive, motor reverse, motor control board is the same. I mean, the bolt holes. And the adapter for the volt regulator and the location of the soundboard, all identical, right? We didn't change them. And I made clearances for the wiring, left those clearances that I made there. I solved that problem. I solved this problem. I solved this problem. I solved the fan problem. I could stick my fan in and cool the electronics down. All of that was already done. I had to just duplicate it, cut, move, compare the math. And I was down here this afternoon. Is what I did today. I created a Next Gen S Hudson chassis. So if you have a Hudson that is a POS or a junker, or you just want it updated, I hope a day or two, I should have a chassis, and I can start building a Hudson steam that had the reverse and boiler with the puff and chuff with sound. and fan-driven smoke, right? Okay, that's my plan. And I wanted to share, if you can learn a little bit of CAD, and there's a CAD program called Tinker-CAD, and it's free. Tinker-CAD. Let's just see. Let's just see. Tinker-CAD. Create 3D digital designs with online CAD. Free. All you need. And it's free. Tinker-CAD. And there's tutorials. Start tinkering. Learn by doing. It is... look at... These are children. I'm telling you. It's designed for starters, but it's really capable. You could do, I'm thinking you could do any of this in Tinker-CAD if you wanted to. You could. You can do complex designs, and it's an accepted tool. It's okay. It won't be silly, okay? Autodesk. It's free. All right, think about it. You don't need to be, I'm the crazy one, right? I do this because I dreamed about this in the summer of '71, my senior year at SIU in engineering. I dreamed of having a tool like this, and now I have it, and I'm using 1/10 of. I mean, oh yeah, I could do more, but I don't have the energy or the brain or the bandwidth to really handle it all. It's so massive. It's just a massive thing. Any rate, I wanted to share that with you, so I'm going to have a Hudson Puff and Chuff kit right after we have this Royal Blue Puff and Chuff kit. I mean, just almost side by side. These guys are done. This one's gonna be done in the same fashion, so it'll be a lot of the same parts. It's dimensional stuff. The engine pieces will be identical. Pretty sure. Differences might be the firebox and the ash pan will probably be different. But I know the mounting for the smoke and the mounting for the Puff and Chuff gear and the PC board and all that is identical. And the tender is identical, right? I mean, it's a tender. I'm going to use my new, I put them somewhere else. They're over there. But I've got my new trucks. I'm going to use those. The Hudson Northern Mimic trucks. They're a little longer, but I don't care. For me, I don't care. Not going to be that big a deal. 5 millimeters, not going to be that big a deal. And it's going to be for the cast piece. And if I wanted a longer one, I could just try to build this frame to fit that one if I wanted the extended range. So there you are. Get you some good calipers. These are not expensive. These are Origical. They're on Micromark catalog. I don't know how much they are, but these are for me. They're not expensive. They're not the best, but they're pretty darn good. And this battery, I'm on my second battery in 3 years. It's pretty amazing. They're very, very good on batteries, and you never know. Now I already have a chassis for, you know what, the Northern, but the Northern, as you know, it's that rounded tank like, and it really necks down, and it really hurts what you can put inside that tender, because boy, when it narrows down, like I've put stuff in there before, and it's like you're building a boat in a bottle. You've seen people doing that. It's crazy. and it's just really hard. But there may not be a northern chassis that mimics the more northern chassis that works with this stuff. It may have to be a different tender. Okay, that's all I wanted to tell you. You can do it. It's there. People were asking me. I don't know who. Somebody was asking me about it the other day. Oh, I know. The guy that came to the guy that came to fix my furnace saw what I was doing. He says, "Wow, what are you doing?" And I showed him this, designing a part for a model train. And then I print it, and then I build it, and I was showing him all this. He says, "Wow, how do you do that?" I says, "Here, I'll show you." And I showed him CAD. So you got a computer? Yeah. You got network? Yeah, I got a network. I don't know if I can do that or not. I said, "Look, children are doing this. You can do this." And I just thought I'd share you that, share that experience, because I think it's fun. I really do. I just sit here and I do this. I mean, if this was my job, I would be paying to do my job. This is just fun for me. Figure out a way to chisel and cut and do, and like when I did the tender trucks. The challenge I had with this cavity and how to get the wires in and how to make sure I could put it together and it would work. And this is what I ended up with. This is a couple of them that I did that I didn't work. They couldn't do it. And this is where I went. But you could see how I just copied one, brought it down, and started over again. It's okay. The machine doesn't care. So anyway, I'm not advertising for anything other than the enjoyment of doing digital design, computer-aided design, that you can then, you just export it. I mean, it's like a nothing. You just say, go to my printer. And like your printer, you have a network with your printer on it. You say, print this. I just wrote this story, now print it. I just completed this part, now print it. And it loads in, and you check your parameters. You can look at your stuff, make sure you got all your settings the way you want, your infill, your temperatures, your speeds. You have to. There's a learning curve, okay, right? But it's not rocket science. I hate to say that. It's not rocket science. There's the 2 layers, flat side down. I flip them over, glue them together, and bolt them in. Bingo. Dunsky. All right, I gotta go. Have a good one. I'm real excited. I've been making notes about who wants what. You may want to make a mention of it if you think I've missed you. Okay, I will publish my list in a message maybe tonight on this video, and just say, if you want something and your name's not on here, let me know, that kind of thing. I need to have a list of names because I'm running low on parts, and I'm going to need to make an order. I don't know if I'm going to order 6 or 12 or 5 or how many, and I need to order parts in order to build these kits that you want, these components. The trucks, I'll need to order some more parts. Soundboards, I'll need to order more if I can find them. Motor controllers, some guy is asking about 5, and I have to make sure between me and Dan we got 5. We don't know. We're not really a store. We're not Lionel, we're not SpaceX either. So you got to work with me on this. I'll get back to you and let you know. But I'm so excited to have a Hudson tender that is going to use all the tech we just finished ironing out. It's pretty exciting. Okay, gang, get with you later.